but when she went to the bathroom, she heard that metal scraping sound again outside the door. Kate quickly looked through the peephole and saw the shadow again. Before she could react, she heard her daughter crying. Kate frantically searched around, but her daughter was nowhere in the house. Then everything in the room started flying around. Her daughter's pounding came from outside the door. Kate quickly opened it, but what she saw outside made her drop to her knees in pain. When Kate came to again, she was back on the plane, and her daughter ran toward her. At this point she couldn't tell what was real, but at least she was still with her daughter. But as soon as she turned her head, the old man who had already died suddenly turned into a terrifying figure. Kate fell back in horror. Countless black hands reached out from the seats, trapping her in place. In despair she looked up and saw seat number 19. The image of the old woman's curse flashed in her mind again. Then Kate suddenly woke up. She was completely mentally broken. But when she turned her head, the shadow was back near the cockpit. Kate decided she wouldn't wait around any longer. She grabbed her daughter and tried to leave, but was stopped by a flight attendant. Seeing them looking toward the cockpit, Kate knew there was a secret there. Before she could say more, one flight attendant suddenly started throwing up water non-stop. Her daughter backed away in fear, which meant she saw it too. This was no illusion. Then the flight attendant's eyes turned white, and she collapsed. Kate ran away in panic. When she passed the artist, she saw him trying to avoid her, still frantically sketching. Kate grabbed his sketchbook, and saw that he had drawn everything that happened. He seemed to know the future, until Kate saw the end of the hallway he had drawn. She finally realized that was the exit from this nightmare. But just then, the artist in front of her burst into flames and vanished. Kate ran for her life. Lucas chased after her, but blood was streaming from his eyes. Kate forced herself to stay calm, used all her strength to break open the door, but behind the door was just another plane cabin. She opened one door after another, but behind each one was still more cabin. She seemed trapped in a loop she couldn't escape. She kept telling herself it was just a dream, but when she turned around, her daughter was gone. She called out her name, only to find her daughter sitting in the last row. Suddenly the black shadow slowly walked toward her daughter. Without thinking, Kate rushed forward. The shadow turned into a black mist and charged at her. Time seemed to slow down in that moment. The shadow morphed into Kate's face when she was 7, and right then, her childhood memory came flooding back. Kate finally understood the spell the old woman had chanted. It turned out everything now, and everything Kate experienced over the past 20 years, was all an illusion created by little Kate at age 7. When the crash was about to happen, the old woman behind little Kate didn't want her to witness death, so she cast a spell to put her to sleep. But little Kate kept trying to wake up. That was her unyielding will. So now the old woman decided to wake her up, to return her fate to her own hands. In that moment, Kate and little Kate became one. Her daughter said they would meet again, and told her to listen carefully. At that instant, she remembered the seat in her daughter's drawing was row 19, and she had seen the same number while being strangled by black hands. Kate suddenly realized, and little Kate instantly woke up from the illusion. The plane was falling in flames. Little Kate ran to her mother, used all her strength to drag her to seat 19. With Lucas's help, they made it. After putting on the oxygen masks, the plane dove into the river. Everyone else died. Only Kate and her mom in row 19 survived. The movie ends here.